You're listening to the Serurubele Storyteller Series. This year, Pop Art Theatre teamed up with the Market Theatre Laboratory to bring you 4 new story collections by 18 young storytellers. All you need to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is Joburg Stories.
Omolemo and I am gathered here today with my co-actors / workers. And today we're going to talk, honestly, that's all it is. We're here to tell you guys about our Joburg stories, aka Joni's back, aka Goalie, aka what?
Josie.
So I'm going to start off with my story there. It's so traumatizing. And then before you start with your story, just introduce yourself. Yeah? Sure. Cool. So guys, we were all told Joburg CBD is the ghetto. The ghetto, the pits. Again. And it is. But what if you come out with your phone? With your wallet? Girl, with your wig? Then you are blessed. Then it means your ancestors and God, they wrong. So, about December 2019, my mom is like, guys, vacation. We're like, Vakasi, let's go. It's like, yeah, but I can't drive there by myself. We're like, no, it's okay. So what's the other plan? She's like, airplanes are too expensive. Like, okay, bus it is. So, Shapu, we get ready on the day. Was I not the first one to wake up? Because I'm thinking, Dubai. We winking. First one to wake up, we get to Park Station. Guys, hacker humans on moto. Like, moto assorted. You understand? It was like a zoo full of people, guys. Outside. No choco sister. Hey guys, what got to me were the ones trying to navigate the people who came to fetch them. Was it not a disaster? Okukai, John, Okukai. I get born. He kept saying, okay, get you to the left. One born, himself off. The women who were trying to get their kids to stop being haywire, like, Pinky, come on, Pinky. It was amazing. But what got to me were the escalators that weren't working. Oh. And guys, those steps were huge. Going down, you had to cling onto the side, plus your luggage. But I was like, it's okay. It's fine. If I have to go through all of this, let's go. Shabu, we get there, we said, because we didn't have breakfast, I was like, yeah, no, we need to get something, right? Yeah. Sterling, I see a store there by, like, yeah, mom, let me go there and go get something to eat, Now, before that, I thought of my content, guys. Social media content. Bikini pictures at the beach. Private beach, guys. Oh, okay. I'm talking sunsets and sunrises. Got deep quote. Show me. I'm talking room tours. Show me. I'm taking snaps of the food, the curry, the everything. Go, it's in here. That Chinese tea for my flex number, it was there. That sunscreen, everything was there. Like, guys, I went fully in. My hair was done. Like, okay, cool, but then I need data. And the best way to get data? Telkom. I'm like, okay, cool, I need a Telkom SIM card. Luckily, by God's grace, next to the store where I went to go buy food, they're giving away SIM cards. I'm like, how? God is speaking to you. It's a miracle. This is the Josie we're talking about. Sure. No proof of payment, no nothing. No ID, just put it in card, it's in captivate. Fine. I get there, I talk to this guy, I'm like, hi, can I please have the Telkom SIM card? Guys, does he not start telling me about a promo? Now I'm looking into his hazel eyes. I'm like, this guy is so gorgeous. He is so gorgeous. The guys, those eyes. Ha! I was in. But I was like, you know what, Umu, you're here for the SIM card and he'll be done trying to sell you this thing in 3, 2. The last word I heard was promo.
Wow.
It's true. The last word I heard was promo. And guys, in the midst of all of that, I just remember nodding and shaking my head. Now, those hazel eyes, they weren't moving from my eyes, guys. One thing about him, he did not shift his eyes from mine. Now I'm thinking, I can see his mouth moving, guys. I can literally see his mouth moving, but I can't hear anything. I'm just shaking. I'm nodding. I'm nodding. I'm shaking. At some point, I gave him my phone. Ari, he wants to check if I can apply, if I can do this whole promo thing. I'm like, okay, phone there. That time, the nodding is happening. The shaking is happening. Within like 2-3 minutes, he's like, okay, yeah, so that's what we're doing here. You're gonna have to pay your 300 for the application. That's when I came back to reality. That is when I came back to reality. 300, Baba. 300. I'm like, first things first, he shows me my initials. He's like, your initials? I said, do I remember? I don't remember signing anything. And they're there. They are there. Now I can't run away. Because my initials are there. My signature is there. This guy has my phone. My first option was to run. Because number one, I don't have 300. Number two, my signature is there. I'm like, I can't run. I can't run because what about my content? What about my bikini pictures? What about my deep quotes? The sunrise. I'm like, So the first thing I do is decide to ask him to, please just kindly hand me my phone. And he does. He's like, yeah, no, sharp, swap. And then he gives me the look here, so where are we gonna get when? I'm gonna get our money. Wow. I'm like, no, let me just quickly run to the ATM and then, he's like, yeah, sure, let me go with you. Plan to fail. I'm like, okay. No, let's write down your account number and then I'll, transfer the money. He's like, no, Sissy, we only take cash. Now, I'm glad I had my phone. He gave me my phone back, sharp. But I can't run. How will I run? I can't run. I'm like, okay, cool. First thing I decided to do was look around me. Guys, this guy was wearing random clothes there. There was no logo of this company. Nothing. It was, those old tables in high school. That was just roughed up, didn't profit it. Guys, the A4 paper was uncovered. Everything was dodgy looking. Like nothing looked legit. Nothing looked real. I was like, this is a scam. I look around, guys. There were like 4 men standing around him talking to other people. They looked just as blank. The nodding, almost hypnotized. I was like, guys, I just experienced this. Now, I got nervous when the other guy left with the guy he was talking to. I was like, oh my gosh, he's going with him to the bank, like legit. And I'm like, shit. The other plan, I was like, you know what, pretend your dad is calling. Yeah, Papa, Kimbo, I'm in trouble. Now, because, I'm a good actress. It's like, stop crying. And then, Papa, like that. Yeah, okay. Tell this guy, no, my dad is on the way. He's gonna, solve everything. He's coming just now, 2 minutes. He's like, no, it's fine. We'll wait. Sharp. So now, take the phone again. I'm like, yeah, he's around the corner. Let me just run, go fetch him. He's like, yeah, hurry up. We wouldn't want to sue you. My heart, guys. I was like, yeah, no, I'm coming. Guys, as soon as got Joburg in that corner and I couldn't see them, I ran. Got to my mom, I told her the whole story. My sister was like, You sound crazy. My mom was like, you were literally gone for 10 minutes.
Wow.
I'm like, 10 minutes? All that trauma happened in 10 minutes? Guys, I just got hypnotized, okay? I saw people around me were also hypnotized. These people were frauds in Park Station. It's like, Park Station, so unprofessional. Can't these people, get permits, whatever? Like, how are random people inside Park Station hypnotizing people? Guys, I think about those people every day. Some people actually fell for that trap. Some people went to the ATMs with these people. Others were like, okay, I'll give you my phone, I got to the bus still a bit, shaken because I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Cling, SMS. Yeah, 500 is going to be withdrawn from your bank account. It's them. They're haunting me. They're after me. They're after my soul now. What 500? There was no 500 withdrawn, and I was like, this is what I'm talking about. But guys, it was so traumatic. Some stories there, you never wanna talk about them because you're like, who's gonna believe me? Like, I don't even remember half of the things that were happening. They sound really crazy and so unrealistic. But when you're in the moment, and you experience it, you're like, guys, I don't know how to explain this, but this happened. And then all I was doing was shaking my head. And then I don't remember when I signed, but I signed. Yeah. But it didn't ruin my vacation at the end of the day. Dubai was still Dubai. But I learned. I was like, yeah, no, Josie, thank you, Miabonga. They're right. Yeah, no, it was hectic. Richard, you looking at me on some, but wait till you hear mine. Wait till you hear mine. So take it away.
So, growing up, I've always been that kind of a kid who loves music, especially choir. I want a choir. I didn't get it. I don't want to I was like, wow. So, it's a surprise to me and the rest of the family. Like it's over early Sundays, just to get there, get a choir, rehearse or practice. And then as time goes on, I was still in Polokwane at that time. As time went on, I was recruited and then I was the member of the choir there. And then life happened. I passed my matric. I came to Joburg and Gadula Tembis. So one of the things that I had to do was to find a choir group that I can practice with. This Kirata music, I want. And I talked to this other person around and refer her to this choir group in Germiston, east of Johannesburg. And I'm having number, one of the members there. I'm phone but invite our go practicing. The practice I want to like Fridays in the afternoon. So I'm the details, how to get there, what mode of transport I would use to get there. I want to option train, I'm option takes. So the thing is that Friday, bank invite Lenga, is not enough cash or give it Jimistan takes. And then before I leave home, I decided I have to use a train. But the problem was that it was going to be my first time. Give a rickshaw train. I could see the sale, I could see the station. And then ke phone again, bam fe information sharp. Bam put no, we now tsamaya ona mela go limit la station, go tell Lisa, o train to tsamaya ya Germiston, yo fetela Joburg, and then o follow go station as a president after Germiston. I want so ke tswere that information, ke sharp. Afternoon, ke a tswa go high around midday actually, around 12 ke a tsamaya practice ya bona ba le tsoma ba. So bam put ke fitlela early nyana ba 12:30, 22 Lerato. And then you go stationing around 12 in midday. No official that day. I pick up stationing, I got a 10 ticket yaka. Yaru kono boya late. And then Kiako Savoy, Gemela train yatla kiatzen. The moment you to make you fast training, I started to realize, no, Richard, you're not relaxing, my friend. You're not relaxed because you didn't make the in there. batho ke ba ba bangwe ba rekisa di-cable tsa di-phone, you understand, ba bangwe ba rekisa different kind of things, and ke sephetepete ba feta. And then batho ba bangwe ba no dula fase, ha ke lebella mo fase go tlhakatlhakane, dipampiri tsa di-newspaper di latlhilwe, ba bangwe ba bona matlakala a dinamune, banana peels, ba no ja ba no latlhela mo fase, it's like go tlhakatlhakane, ka dula fase, ke lebella mafastere, ha ona mafastere a mangwe I understand. And ha terene e tsamaya, ke feel o ka re ke ditse ko morago wa pickup truck, ke tia trip inside a pickup truck, ke bona o dutse le ka. So moya mongwe o tsena moya mongwe le mafastere mabati a ona a so tswalle sharp. But no problem. And get yourself together. Trenela ya tsamaya. Up until if it like Jimiston. I want Jimiston station se sengwe se segolo sa di-metro rail mo Johannesburg. I feel that I'm over 5 minutes, and then from there announcer Johannesburg will depart from platform 6. So Richard already for Afolo because the next station is President Station. I understand. Like it's what I should be done. What you follow? Train your president. You accelerate. I want. You got better who tell. I can't give you to and then you can never like a faster caretaker. Get one or two president. And what am I going to do? But from the modern born, very lazy, but stress. Nothing is wrong, but something is wrong. This is my first time you will this kind of transport. So I decided to know, let me play fast. Because what if you whichever ring plus what's first time. So this station thing was a 3. You understand? Just each of your station is like a Cleveland. A very, very quiet station. The only thing you know about station and say movement what you call maybe the scooter because it has the freeway. Or we can sound there in another station so that's also the engineering company. You can hear your but to live one down about inside that coach like what's the motor one. Now no motor then nagas follow. Renela Yatsama. Up until you hit a park station. Born, you could like a park station before. Bambuli take a park station. I understand. Renela Fisha, it's an uncle platform 8. Mind you, Quebec Central can go practicing Gawa. So if it again already 20 past 1, it's an uncle park station. So I feel that Mudu change it. Bona before a mobile platform, but you get to buy a make a training here, but ready for floor.
Yeah.
I did babies, but this next day, what so Kilibele, because you want them to before a mother fan of uniform has Gelaba floor. Varkis Parapara and Joe, whenever I say, and then I am about to come about. Everybody was moving fast. I understand. Courage translating what you're saying now. Announce Adabo, go the speaker, hey, what the question? So I don't know now what here we go platform 8 and then get level around. Keep which are coded around. And that's which you want to Omolemo. Kabana Mumwa, I made I could buy major training each year and over by every but before. Kayaboy and I'm going to come much stories now. Or not, Musagomi. Maybe try to miss or give it a more so. And I can do the Mela if we know well at Jimiston, who follow a president station, it's either Oberiksha taxi or we Mela train and a Kloyam. Anyway, now remember, Okasi out of here because we regularly return ticket. Remember, I don't have enough cash. How if you security down when you get there to be like, no, guys, they won't even believe you. I want but not so. She tells me, like, say maybe this train will leave. It's 1:30. Why practice it on me? So, it's like a stress. I don't know what to do at that moment. But the announcers, hey, attention commuters, Tenmisa will not leave now with their English. Tenmisa will not depart now from platform 8 because I can't even remember the reason, but they just said it can depart at that time. But accordingly, it was supposed to put if it return. But announce again, but on a train go Pitor. It was from platform 11. So it was exactly at 25 to 2. So, me originally, if we are president, very short train Pitor because it will fit a coach Jimmy it will fit a go president. Can now like a kitima. Park station you go. Kitima what steps in Galamel like a platform 11 from platform 8. If it had that train I get in, I sit down. The jokes. 5 minutes later, they announce or return to Pretoria. It's at mechanical fault. It needs mechanical attention. You understand? It's 25 to 2. You understand? It's 25 to 2. At mechanical fault. But no, it can no longer leave. What Pharisee? But the train that will take its spot, it will leave soon. I get off this Pretoria train from platform 11, like the steps, I go platform 8. I can fit that platform 8. What's what I'm tricky one and I can fit like if you later the steps, so go island or whatever. That is the one at the last head or the last car of this train to take this. It's a mile, like when I feel later platform 8 or 8. And I was just standing there, and then I knew I had to forget about choir practice. Because even though we were 2 hours late, I won't make it. I understand. And then I was like, what's working, Josie? I'm very good. Like you did to me. But that's how I learned, Joe. That's how I learned Park Station and all this stuff. So, but to get away, and yeah, I'll always tell this story of Joe. No problem. I don't know about you, Onakho, but yeah.
Show me, bro. Hey, diabua, more guys. Hey, yeah, no, it's been. So enough of my story. I'm from the Eastern Cape as a young Tuananya, like it's Eastern Cape, and all I know is Xhosa Valley, you know.
Sure.
I came here originally 11 years old, the first time. No, actually, I used to come at the holidays just in J. So I knew a bit of the city. So I'm coming to live here permanently, you know, at age 11. And excited, you know. My biggest wish was to learn English, guys. You know, like I wanted to learn how to speak, to read and write English, you know. So and I'm seeing the bright lights of Josie, the beautiful side, you know, and it doesn't occur to me that, because like places are different for South African.
Sure.
Like when you come from the villages, your experiences and what you're exposed to is way different.
Sure.
More pity. Like people are going places, the taxi and everything. So I was scammed at 11, guys. 11 years old, I was scammed. So this other time, it happened on a Saturday afternoon. I was going to withdraw money for my mother. Like that day, she was baking a baker for the ladies who were gonna come in the afternoon, because you know the stock fails, and they were coming to my house, and Zaga was not going to her. It was going to someone else. So she needed to have the money because it will look like she's a crook now. And she had been busy the whole day. So in the afternoon, I offered to go to the bank for her because the bank is about to close and she's going to be slow in my thing. Because now I'm a boy. Now,
obvious.
I run fast and I want to impress her. And it's been 2 months since I came to the city. Yeah. So, anyway, she doesn't give me the card, but I go, because I know where she puts it. I sneak in, I steal the card, I run to the thing, to the ATM.
Sure.
And then I go nowhere, I 4, 5. It's starting to get dark. So when I get there, the line is packed. wait, ke ATM one, and but kaofela they have to be in one ATM. So I'm waiting, get excited because I want to prove her wrong. Or, I'm a big boy now.
Sure.
And she can trust me with adult stuff.
Sure.
Sure. My 10 comes. Inka card, I put it there. I press the code because I'd seen her. I was neglecting Tananya's name, so I used to look whenever she now withdraw my Zaga or anything. So I get successfully very. And then the problem if you can go the big English. The guy's bank English is not like any other English guy. Yeah, I think. So I'm pressing things that I don't know. Yeah, man. So now I just want to get the card out because like it's becoming late, and I just want to get the card out and put it where she put it before she notices. Luckily, this other guy because there was no one. Now I was since I was the last one in the queue. Luckily, I saw this guy wearing smart clothes. He comes then. He wants to assist me. Sure, because I have no choice. I feel he presses a few things. Then I'm so I press this red button. I press the red button, the card comes out. He says I must put it in again. I said, no, man. My mother needs, she's probably worried. She needs the card. I have to go home. He says, I know, relax. Because if you don't take out the money now, it's not fair. This machine, so, and it's going to take about a week before they fill it in again. Okay, sure. Let's do it fast. Kenya card did successfully again. What pressure? I don't know what pressure what pressure. And then suddenly the card is gone. Swallowed by the machine.
Just like that.
You all know I'm panicking. Because my mother doesn't even know where I am. Where now? Okay, sure. This guy, no, relax, man. I'm going to the bank because bank I'll get it out for you. Sure. Because I'm waiting there for 30 minutes and it's really, really getting dark. So now I see that this guy is not coming back. He came out of banking. And I asked some lady, I described this guy who he is. This lady, there's no one who was wearing like that or looks like that.
Oh.
That was working there.
Yo.
And my phone is ringing. I hear it vibrating. When I check, the lady missed the calls. Oh. Shit. I knew that day definitely put it on. Same time I run home, and when I get home, I can see that stop the lady. And very same time, my mother because she had lost all her money. All her money was gone. I prefer more. To think that I was now old, no, I'm much wiser. I can't scare me. Just like you, my sister, this thing study the SIM card and things. So Nayaka is a bit different, So it was a thing, it was an open day or some other tertiary that I wanted to go to, Nikiliko Matric. So then I went there to that school, so it was interesting. And I wanted to go there. And the fees, they're shy. Even registration, I'm stressed. I'm walking on the road, I'm stressed. Where will I get even Zagaya registration? So, and I hear the voice of a female. They're calling me. These other two ladies, they're approaching. They're wearing smart. Where see these people? These cameras. So, okay. They come, these ladies, I mean, very sure. So this other one, Bamputaka, this 5,000 rand voucher. 5,000 rand voucher that Kiki competition, those giveaways, and all I have to give them my personal details. So they asked for my ID number, for my things, for bank account, what. And guys, I mean, maybe you can understand that and you want to go, you are desperate. Like these people, it's like they see your desperation. You're desperate because I don't even have money, registration. So Kira, no, maybe it's God answering my prayers. Because like it doesn't occur to me, but this could be a scam. Because I've been praying for I wanna go to that school. So maybe this is God's way. I mean that 5,000 rand it will go somewhere. So they come, they tell me about these things and that I will get monthly data and airtime every month, and all I have to give them is 200 rand. Give my friend 200 rand, and after 3 days I get a notification that I've entered the draw. I didn't know very luckily I had exactly 200 rand. It's Satan. It's Satan. So I didn't have 200 rand, and I'm excited for it. Yeah, sure. I'm going to the school. I'm already planning. Yeah, but okay, sure, I'm gonna work hard, get on the bazaar as long as I get this registration money. Okay, sure, 3 days, fella. Hey, these people next. I keep on checking my phone for call. I keep on SMS month end, the airtime and the data next. Since that day, this I made I will never be scammed again. So my sister went inside. Once your job is good.
Guys, we're going down. So, Libisa Lerato. So, guys, not really king on a kasi, ne? Ke huletse kasi so wait to be. Vele ha ke hula ni ke le ngwanyana o phaphang abo vele ke louder than loud, everyone knows that I want go kasi nje but like I was known vele go ngwanyana ole o na ni di guts o brave yabo, she's the most brave ha re batla if bolo e wetse go next door ha re batla
It's
re la Lerato ha ona le mang o re hlopang re bitsa Lerato. So I was that kind of girl growing up. But there was also a trait that I had, and that trait was being naive. So in my mind, this world was just so perfect. I mean, I grew up thinking, this world is so peaceful, especially because Kasiaka was a very warm community. So I grew up in such an environment where, okay, we look out for each other, we together, go makelwane, ning mama wa Roma, so we knew everyone's business. Mang hata hai ngwana wa mole ba compare le ngwana mole ngwana mole ena o passitse matric ka distinction tse 5 so like you technically know everybody's business. So it's that warm community, and so this just also amplified this picture I had in my mind that the world is so perfect. Guys, until the day I was told I am going to school in the CBD. Inner city, Josie, Hillbrook. Guys, my high school in Hillbrook. So I came now first day. The calamity explained Mamaka. Ratoa mole, I really Josie is so loud. Kili taxi huta, like everybody is just on about their business. Like people are walking. It's a serious hunt for bread. They the trash can, what they can, school, the uniform, puff and pass, high school kids, the cigarette, and so and we can see some people are selling really fish, really coffee at the traffic lights, like Josie is the move. Everyone is moving. But like there was just some coldness about it. Like everyone minded their own business. It's unlike Soweto. Soweto like rewarm. God, Josie guys, you're not even allowed to look at the next person. Like you cannot make that mistake. So green, It's a mine. Guys. Don't laugh like scream. Hey, Kachik. Hakir. Some elderly woman. Sebeya high itabu. It's wamadi. God. Like, guys, igazi. Just blood coming out from the ear. Oh my God. So, okay. Sebe engwenzi nani lisalileli. Sebe ayisanga lisali. So clearly somebody took her earring, but like not took, guys, ripped it out of the ear, and then a really gold earring. Yo guys, me wele alla scream, guys. Because I also na rekisa acha nza kumegar acha.
Oh, that is heavy.
Guys, people don't care. Like this old lady is here bleeding, and my mom also, she's shocked. But like she chooses like to ignore it, and she just grabs me by the hand and Katama. So now I'm starting to cry. Mama, like you can't just turn a blind eye.
Sure,
Like we can't just leave that woman there by the robots. But like I get my mom. I'm thinking in her mind, she's thinking, okay, let me just get us to a safe place, because you never know. We can't even see the person who stole the earring. This person literally just grabbed and moved and left. Hey guys, I've never been so traumatized. Hey, so my picture of a perfect world is gone. Now the world is just, I'm like, what is happening? I'm 13 years old at the time, tiny bodied. My eyes are just wide, my mouth wide with chalk. I can kupuge mole, ke kupuge Joburg Street, ki eskolo mbrele ko St. Andas. I can kene mole. Then the school is small, matchboxes surrounded by melody. You know, these flats. So it's just like the ghetto, it's the pit. So I'm in school, and then, okay, get the job, because I make a friend, and then after school, and then we have to leave. So when we are leaving on the way, my new friend, starts coaching me about Josie. Okay, not Josie, you don't talk to anyone, not even an old lady, because they're part of the scammers. And then I'm like, oh, what, guys, we can't even like greet. I do not even. And the one thing about Josie, you must walk very fast. You cannot be walking slow in Josie. You must walk fast, otherwise you will look like prey, like an easy target. Yeah. So okay, I'm taking my mate when it's coach and say, "Oh, come here, via station. Get look at my bus. Get after school." Oh, okay. As we walking about, there's like a group of guys on the side. Baja fish and chips, the cranberry crush juice. But lean, guys. But over clean. You wouldn't even tell who it's or what. They're so clean. But she's in mole baja. And then as we walking, hi man, these three guys, balatele mshimani like this guy, we can eat the headphone, we can say very nice, we can say Adidas, like spoon. Hey guys, Josie Santos cover spoon, not Josie. Oh man. So hey guys, the first incident was in the morning. Now it's after school, and I am witnessing yet another tragedy. Hi, bamutshware mshimane oyiwan amogana yeah omong amutshware man omong amuthotlore dibokoto fela I did. Guys, they don't care if this guy's gonna live or what. They're emptying out his pockets, they're emptying it out, wallet, phone, the headphone, and then they leave him there. Guys, that boy was shit. Like I can't tell if he was unconscious or what, but like literally shaking. I'm thinking he's maybe like he's having a seizure or something. Yeah, something like that. And then these guys, they move, they leave that boy there shaking on the pavement, and then they come towards us. Hey guys, my heart sank. I was so scared. I thought, okay, maybe that's what I the matter or something. Oh, can't I? Obviously, we're just passing by us. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, let's go like check on the guy and see if he's okay. So kids about persuade that I don't know, guys. The way I'm telling you, everyone minded their own business. Like that guy was there, got you that street how or anything. Life is just moving on. And my friend just takes me by the hand and is like, Lerato, we cannot stop there. What if there's a motusa mutu or la papa? Why So we just ran, we got into the Reabaya station, and then we got on the bus. Yo, guys, my heart in the bus. I was traumatized, yes, but more than trauma, like I was really sad. You know, I was sad for like I couldn't even help those people. I mean, this was I Lerato brave. If Kokasi Batepet like a hero, like Josie includes as a Kasi. I'm not the Kasi hero I thought I was. You know, I couldn't even help that old lady. I couldn't even help this guy. So I just felt so sad. I felt like really I wasn't who I thought I was. And yeah, I want to like Josie is like I will tell you this. Josie tried to make me this hardcore person. And yes, I mean I grew up, became more hardcore the more I witnessed these things for Josie. But one thing that Josie did not do, guys, Josie did not change the state of my heart. At all. Like to this day, I'm still that naive girl who believes the world will one day get better. World peace. World will get better. Yeah, Oge.
Nice. You know, I just love how we all just sitting here laughing and funny over our trauma, guys. It's hilarious to me. And you know, your story is funny because it was like your first time experiencing Joburg, so this was new to you. I've been a Joburg baby. Like I moved from the northwest to here. I actually lived in Braamfontein for like a couple of years when I was younger. I went to primary school, so I'm used to like Joburg. I was already trained by my mother from like a young age. This is what you do. This is what you avoid. This is who you avoid. So I was used to it. But just to show you that Joburg doesn't matter if you're a veteran or you can fall prey in this jungle. Like, you know, trust me. So I had an experience when I think it was December 31st, 2014. So this was New Year's Eve, obviously the 31st of December. And you know, it's New Year's Eve. It's you know, it's buzzing, it's loud, people are happy, people are so jolly. Everyone except me, because I've never been like a New Year's person. Like I prefer to be at home. You know, New Year's is just a mess. That's what's so corny to me. I don't get why we as people celebrate like every 365 days. We celebrate the fact that the earth does a lap around the sun. Like how corny is that? Plus, people always act like really rowdy on New Year's Eve. People get way too drunk and they do such stupid shit. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, like people in Hillbrow, they literally drop their furniture from outside of their balcony. Like, it doesn't matter if you're like walking down there. Imagine like walking down the street, looking up, and like from the 10-story building, a fridge is like about to descend on your head. It's so crazy. So to avoid that, I always used to stay home. But on this particular night, something told me just go out, just maybe make new traditions, you might enjoy it. Should have stayed home, should have listened to my instincts. But I tried something new. My friends had invited me to like a concert that was happening in Braamfontein. It was supposed to be like very intimate, very small, not too crowded. So I decided why not, like my social anxiety shouldn't cripple me that much. It's only like 20 people. Decided to go, sure. So I called a zebra cab. Zebra cabs, for those of you who don't know, were like really popular before like Uber, like right before, yeah. So we used to take like inner city cabs, whatever. So I called one and the guy arrived. I let my friends know that I was on the way and where to meet me, you know, like ETA. Sure, and then I decided to leave my phone behind, left it on the charger. I only had my clothes on with me and a wallet, like a small wallet, with like 100 rand inside. Cool. I left, got into my Uber. Well, I'll call it an Uber from now on. Cool. Got into the Uber. As we're driving down Jansmart Avenue, like I got like this really, really sickening feeling. I was like, oh my God, I really should have stayed home. I don't feel all right. But I decided to like just chuck it away. I was like, okay, you're being like too anxious. Just calm down. You'll be fine. Until I turned around and by like Parktown Boys, there's like a large billboard at like the intersection in Braamfontein. And I looked to the left and the billboard in like big bold letters says, be safe out there tonight. And my God, like, I literally got stuck. I was like, is this an omen? Like, I'm literally trying to calm myself down and tell myself everything's going to be alright. And this side is telling me, be safe. Like, there's gangsters out there waiting for you or something. But, okay, cool. I had no choice. Like, I'm already outside and I can't, like, turn back or whatever because I'm already, like, literally there anyway. So cool. We get to WAM, which is the Vet Art Museum. So the guy drops me off and, yeah, I pay him. I get out of the car and he literally just zooms away. Like, he goes so fast, he drives away, disappearing into the night, and I'm left there, like, all on my own. And that's when I realized, like, I start looking around to inspect everything around me, and it's, like, dead quiet. It's, like, super quiet. Like, this is the inner city on December the 31st, and there's not even a single soul walking the streets. I'm like, where are all the people?
Yeah.
But come to think of it, it kind of makes sense because, like, you know how all the students in Brown just, like, go home for the holidays? Yeah, so I figured, okay, it's fine. Let me just, like, wait for my friends or, you know, yeah, I'm here for my people are coming soon. But then it hit me, like, I left home, like, 30 minutes ago. Why aren't they here already? Because they should just be, like, around the corner. Sure. So then I start, like, kind of panicking. So I'm, like, on the side of, like, this art museum by a robot. And, like, there's Mandela Bridge, like, nearby. And there's Kitchener's on the side. So I wait there for a while. I wait. Time's just going by. I don't see anyone. I don't see any of my friends. So I decide, you know what? I have no choice. I left my phone at home thinking it was going to be much safer. But actually, I should have just bought it because, the gamble, because at least I could have called them now. But then I decide, okay, there's always people at Kitchener's. Let me go there. There's probably someone nice enough to let me, like, call my friends and find out where they are. Cool. So I decide, so Kitchener's from this art museum really isn't far. It's like 2 turns away. So I decide, let me go. It's, like, really dark and really quiet, but I have no choice. And it's, like, much safer than standing here in the dark, and it's kind of getting cold. So I walk. There I am. It's so dark, I'm so scared. But I told myself to calm down. So as I turn onto De Beers Street, which is the street Kitchener's is on, I hear a whole bunch of whistles, like, out of nowhere. Literally, the second I turn the corner, like, whistles come from all around. It's like a concert. Literally like a concert. And they're getting louder and closer and louder. And closer. I can't see anything at the time because all the street lights are out. But I can see, like, figures running towards me. And it's like, I can see, like, it's a bunch of guys. So it's like 4 guys that come. So from the front, here I am. So they come close enough now that I can see them. They're, like, in view. So it's, like, really, I'm tall. So you guys can't see me right now, but I'm 6 feet tall. It's, like, really, really tall. These guys are, like, they're medium height to short, but they're, like, super intimidating. I'm, like, taller than any of them. I'm looking down at all of them, but they're, like, so scary. And then from the back, 2 more come. So now I'm, like, surrounded by 6 men. And I'm literally, like, in the middle of the circle. I guess they wanted to make sure that I couldn't, like, escape or, like, run or do anything. So one of them comes towards me, and I swear it's the shortest one that comes towards me. And grabs me by the neck or by my t-shirt, and he takes out a knife, places it on like, the soft of my neck, and goes, "Give me everything you have right the fuck now." Okay, I'm panicking, but I'm not too panicked to, like, reach out. I reach out in my pocket. I give him my wallet. There's, like, only $100 left. I'd actually had 200, yeah. I give him the 100 that's left along with the wallet. He looks at it, takes out the money, he inspects. Okay, he comes to me, he tries to touch everything. I'm wearing a skirt with a top. It's, like, summer, it's quite hot, so I don't have any pockets. So there isn't much for him to touch or see or whatever. So he now sees that that's literally all I have on me. He turns around to the other guys. They start talking. Then they all just, like, look at me, and they're, like, all, like, kind of pissed off. And they go, how dare you go out and this is all you have? And like, there's no way you only have $100. Where's the rest of your money? So one tells me to take off my shoes, probably thinking I had my money in my shoes. I take them off. There's nothing inside. Oh my God, that pissed them off. Started foot sick. Why don't you have money? Or imagine all of these guys, like, just screaming, like, hurling insults at me for not having money. How dare I not have enough money for them to rob, right? So, like, in the midst in the midst of this guy with the knife, he comes back because he's taking it off, obviously, after showing them the money. So he comes back, and this is the knife, and now he's like pressing it against me. He's not like stabbing, but like he's showing me that he's serious. He's not fucking around. So at this point, I like turn to the heavens. I'm an agnostic. I'm not like religious or anything, but in that moment, I was like, God, if you're out there, this cannot be my story. This can't be how I end up. I can't wake up like on the next morning in like a newspaper, like killed in Braamfontein on the 31st. Like luckily in that moment, 2 of those guys come to me. They push me away from this other guy, and they congregate on their own with me on the side. I still don't run because trust me, they cannot run me. It's like 6 of them. So they have like a discussion, it's like an argument for like a while, and then finally they turn around and the other 4 like walk away, and I'm only left with these 2. Okay, now I'm scared. It's like, okay, now what's happening? Like, why are those ones leaving? Like, what are these ones going to do now? But then they turn around and they ask me where I was going. And, like, I'm still, like, at the moment, at the time, I was still, like, very undecided. Like, I didn't know whether to tell them or not because I didn't know whether to trust them. But something in me just told me, like, just tell them where you're going. So I tell them, okay, I'm going to Kitchener's Bar. Okay, they tell me, they offer to walk with me.
What?
I don't have a choice. This is an offer, but when these guys just robbed you, am I going to say no to them? I don't have a choice. Well, I thought I didn't have a choice. I told myself, okay, this is like more of an ultimatum. Let's walk with you. I was like, okay, cool, you can walk with me. So we're walking down to Kitchener's. Mm-hmm. We're like all quiet. I'm not saying a word. I'm shaking. I'm shivering. But yeah, like one on each side, like with me in the middle. We're walking, and as they're like constantly reaffirming me, like we're not gonna do anything to you. We just want to make sure that like you get there safe because there's like other guys waiting on other corners. So if we don't rob you, you're gonna get there and you're not gonna have anything because we just took your 100 rand. They're gonna mess you up, like they're gonna really like physically hurt you if we don't go with you. So they walk me, and what do you know? Just as we get to the second corner, the last corner before Kitchener, there's like 2 other guys standing there exactly, and they're like, "You see what we meant? Like, we're not gonna hurt you. Like, we just want to take you to the bar." So finally, we get to Kitchener's, and I get inside, and they're like standing outside in the wait.
Just imagine.
And they waved me goodbye, and I wave back and I'm smiling. We look like such good chummies, hey? Like, my guy.
Nothing happened.
Right? So as I turn around, because I think everything was still kind of a blur. I haven't really processed what had happened because, it happened so fast. So as I get inside, like, I'm met with, like, the face of my friend. So, like, right across the bar. It's, like, quite like a small space Kitchener's, and I see her, and I don't even have time to be angry. Like, where were you? I just run towards her. I give her the biggest hug, and I start bawling my eyes out. She looks at me, and she's like probably like 5-10 tequilas in, so it's like way too drunk to even see how emotional I am. And she just starts laughing, and she's like, "Happy New Year, bitch!" She probably thought I was just crazy and so happy that it's New Year's Eve and it's amazing. In my head, I'm thinking, this bitch, where were you? But thank God. And I'm just thinking, like, it's so crazy that the very same people who were robbing me turned around and, like, were suddenly, like, my guardian angels and wanted to make sure I was safe. Like, Joburg is crazy. You can't predict it. I still love it, though. I still love Joburg so much. Like, I can't tell you. Love it.
Do you guys know that song at MT? Josie, you showed me love. Literally.
This is us.
Like, the fact that we still chose to school in Johannesburg. The fact that we walk to MT and rank every day after school. Like, it literally showed us life. But yeah, that's it from our side, guys. Thank you for listening. And too many more. Not like so traumatic, because Joburg is quite pretty. When you look at the pretty side, yeah, like it's so diverse, it's so lively. It just everyone just fits in somehow.
Yes.
That's
It's like that little rascal child. Like,
you know,
it's so annoying, but you love it with all your heart, you see.
Because they're so different. Exactly. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe.
Happy.